Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much. Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency Dr. Khalid Maksi, the Federal Minister for Science and Technology of Pakistan, respected Professor Dr. Ohan Aydin, President of TÜBİTAK, respected Vice President TÜBİTAK, Dr. Ismail Dogan, and Network of Centers of Excellence, and other distinguished organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, salam, and good morning. I warmly greet everyone on behalf of COMSATS fraternity. It is great pleasure to welcome you all, colleagues, collaborators, visionaries, and beneficiaries to this important workshop on zero waste. I sincerely appreciate TÜBİTAK for their enduring partnership and to all the participating institutions and experts from our member states and beyond attending this event. We at COMSATS are also deeply indebted to the Government of Pakistan for hosting the Secretariat and the Ministry of Science and Technology, which is Pakistan's focal point for COMSATS, for their continued support. It is a matter of great satisfaction that this workshop has evinced overwhelming interest as manifested in the sizable participation from international entities and the government institutions. I wish to express COMSAT's profound gratitude to all the scientific experts who spared time to sharing their knowledge and expertise for a very noble and futuristic cause. A huge effort has gone into organizing today's event, important workshop, for which I commend Ms. Noor Huday of TÜBİTAK, Dr. Mavish and Dr. Huma of COMSATS and their respective teams. Ladies and gentlemen, at the heart of our discussions lies a common cause, achieving zero waste as a shared responsibility for a sustainable future. Today's world is a world of over 8 billion people. According to the studies, on the average 1 kilogram of waste per person is produced daily. Regardless of the type of waste, whether solid, liquid, hazardous, industrial, recyclable, or organic, this figure is mind-boggling and underlines the magnitude of the challenge that the humanity faces today. Each type of waste has its own dynamics in terms of its management, disposal, and utility. It requires distinct technology, infrastructure, and expertise to convert the challenge into an opportunity. I'm sure our experts would be able to throw light on different aspects of the challenge that we are confronted with. Zero waste is a concept, an ambition, a noble cause, and a humanitarian obligation given its relevance to the climate change, community well-being, food security, and its bearing on environment. The economic aspects of zero waste philosophy entail reduction in disposal costs for municipalities and the businesses, generate circular economy by promoting innovation in reuse, repair, and recycling industries, creating jobs and economic resilience, and reduce vulnerability and volatility in raw material prices, so there is lesser room for exploitation. Distinguished experts, guests, and participants. Health aspects further enhance the importance of the pursuit of zero waste. Needless to underscore how this effort would help in reducing air and water pollution from incinerators and landfills to improve public health and much more. Waste issue is not specific to the developing countries only. Alarming levels of microplastic have been found in major rivers across Europe, according to 14 studies published simultaneously of late. On average, 3 microplastics per cubic meter of water has been observed. However, mentioning Europe is not to discount 40 microplastics per cubic meter recorded in the world's 10 most polluted rivers: the Yellow River, Mekong, Ganges, Nile, Niger, Indus, Amur, Pearl, and Hai, which irrigate countries where most plastic is produced or plastic waste is processed. Less plastic in the environment means fewer microplastics in the food chain. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living through triple planetary crisis: climate change, nature's degradation, and unsustainable energy demand. The global waste crisis, though often overshadowed by a broader environmental dialogue, is central to these challenges. It is both a symptom and a cause for unsustainable development. In many developing countries, waste management remains rudimentary, often informal, under-resourced, and dangerously overlooked. The zero waste philosophy is not simply about managing waste. It is about a complete cultural and systemic shift from a linear to a circular economy, from resource depletion to regeneration, and from isolated interventions to interdisciplinary inclusive solutions. It is about embedding sustainability into the DNA of the development. From waste to resource technologies like converting agriculture residues to bioenergy and extracting methane from organic waste using MOF-based system, as is evident from the zero waste strategy of Turkey, to AI-powered drone imaging that tracks microplastics along coastlines. We are ushering into a new era of science and technology that aligns with both planetary boundaries and local livelihoods. In the hands of our researchers, practitioners, and youth, waste is being transformed, not discarded, but reimagined as a resource, as a source of energy, income, innovation, and resilience. From biomass gasification to membrane-based chemical recovery, from circular models in industry to molecular techniques for ecosystem monitoring, these are not abstract concepts. They are real, tested pathways for inclusive prosperity. Importantly, these innovations resonate directly with the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly SDG 12, on responsible consumption and production, and SDG 13 on climate action. In truth, the zero waste agenda is not environmental, it is economic, social, and moral. As Executive Director of COMSATS, an intergovernmental platform of 27 countries of Global South, including Pakistan and Turkey, with 25 world-class centers of excellence, including TÜBİTAK, I take immense pride in our role as a bridge between knowledge and action, between policy and the people. This workshop is part of our broader commitment to building South-South and triangular cooperation in science, technology, and innovation for sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not underestimate the challenges ahead. Political inertia, behavioral change, financing gaps, and institutional readiness are real hurdles, but they are not insurmountable. What we lack in resources, we can make up for in resolve. Let this gathering serve as a catalyst for new partnerships, context-sensitive strategies, and actionable policy roadmaps. To conclude, allow me to offer a personal reflection. In the early years of my career, I witnessed communities in remote areas struggling with the very basics of sanitation and waste management. Yet, even in those limited settings, with minimal tools and modest means, there was an incredible sense of resourcefulness, a spirit of not wasting anything. That ethos, deeply embedded in many cultures across the global south, should inspire our modern, technologically driven zero waste strategies. Let us harness both indigenous wisdom and global science, policy foresight, and grassroots participation to turn today's waste into tomorrow's wealth. I wish you all a stimulating, productive, and forward-looking deliberation. May this workshop inspire not just dialogue, but action. Thank you.